Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony and this is my channel, Black Mom Abroad. I gotta make sure I'm far enough away because, you know, I've been getting comments from people like, you too close. Don't I want to see all up in your nose? Got it. I got it. All right, so it's been a long day. Oh, before I start, let me just do a disclaimer. First, I got two disclaimers. The first disclaimer is you will get to know eventually who I am, my personality, my character, just through my videos and watching my journey. I am 100% like a goofball, right? I am. I don't even take me that seriously. So I kind of find it a little funny that some people take like my videos like dead serious. Honey, I've been getting a lot of comments that told me I complain too much. Child, let me tell you something. It's not that serious. It's just really not that serious. Like, I don't take it that seriously. I don't take me that seriously. So please don't take me seriously, but don't take me more serious than I take myself. I apologize if it's an echo. I kind of hear it now. I'm in my closet. Y'all like my text them, hold them doors? You don't gotta answer that. Okay, the second disclaimer. I just want people to understand that when you make a conscious decision to watch someone's content, to go on their channel, to tune in and watch their content and then go out your way to make a negative or racially charged comment, I just want to let you know, just in case you did not know, it's ugly and it's unattractive. And it doesn't matter how much makeup, how much concealer, MAC, Estee Lauder, Maybelline, whatever the brands are, that ugliness always seeps through. So when you come on my page and you choose to like say negative and nasty comments, like somebody said something like the black hoods are worse in the United States, and here you are complaining. First of all, who from the hood? You from the hood? You from the hood? Who from the hood? And if I was, I don't have no problem representing my hood, okay? Because my blackness is beautiful, and there's nothing that anything can say to make me think otherwise about myself. It's not gonna happen. Like, you might as well just don't waste your time. So, you know, and that's just for the people who choose to leave such racially charged comments as if my name is Boo Boo the goddamn food and I don't know what you're insinuating. Okay, but we're gonna leave that at that. What is this video about? So I wanted to do this video because I remember when I was on my journey to get here. I really had to work on my mindset. So the title of this video, and I'm looking, y'all, because I got ADHD. I forget as soon as it gets in my brain, I forget it, okay? So if I don't write it down, it's pretty much not gonna happen. That's just what it is. Okay. Is your mindset blocking your move abroad? Is your mindset blocking your move abroad? How? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The first thing I want to talk about was I had to ask the question for myself, like, what's stopping me from moving abroad? What is what's a stumbling block? What is a hindrance for me moving abroad? And for me, I will tell you, it was a couple of things. I'll start with family. So my family, so to speak, did not stop me from moving abroad. Now, I will say that family can stop you from moving abroad various ways. So for me, some of my family had very negative things to say. And I think the reason why they had such negative things to say is because although I am changing as a person, evolving, healing as a person, my family still see me as the girl that I was 2 years ago, 5 years ago. And I'm not that girl. I will be completely transparent. I have no problem being completely transparent. I was irresponsible in a lot of ways, because it just wasn't taught to me. Now, that's not an excuse, because I could have learned it on my own, but I was irresponsible in a lot of ways. And so becoming aware, because you can sit in your mess for a very, very long time because you're just simply not aware. Hold on, y'all, I gotta drink some wine. Don't judge me. Only been here for 2 months. I'm in a wine glass, so this is my twins' IKEA cup. And I hear one of their footsteps. So they always coming in on the video. Hi, Mealy.
Hello, friends.
Girl.
Hello, guys. Check out our merch.
Out your merch? You don't have no merch. Don't put listen, you a lady, okay? You can't show everybody your goodies, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, now you made me spill my wine now, okay? Now you about to get booted, all right? If you gonna be in here with me, you gotta be quiet, because they didn't come to hear you speak. Or maybe they did. No. See, I forgot what I was gonna say, Mila.
What?
You made me forget what I was gonna say.
What, Mom?
I forgot what I was talking about that quick. Oh, well, I was saying that I was going to drink some wine. Oh, we was talking about family. So there was some negative comments made by my family because I just think that they just still perceive me as the person that I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Sometimes when you change, when you evolve, all right, say goodbye to the people. Because you doing too much.
No.
Yeah.
Bye, people.
I love you too. Bye, pumpkin pie. So anyway, even when you change, even when you evolve, some people will still look at you as the same person you was 2 years ago, 10 years ago. They cannot accept the change. They cannot accept the evolution. And here are a couple of reasons why they can't. Some people can't accept your evolution because it changes the dynamic of your relationship. Sometimes people cannot change your evolution because they can no longer be dependent on you in that way. There was a lot of toxic codependent relationships within my family. There still is. And me leaving that dynamic leaves someone with a need. I no longer wanted that type of relationship with really anybody because I don't want that type of relationship. And so when you make a decision to leave, that's difficult for some of your family members. So I did experience mild negativity. I'm not even going to say it was a lot. It was mild, but it was enough to be like, okay, girl, all right. But I am blessed when I tell you that I have a whole village. So I don't know if everybody knows by now, but I have twin girls, and I had my girls in 2019, and they were 3 months premature. So my daughter Mila was 2 pounds, 2 ounces when she came out. My daughter Malaya was 1 pound, 14 ounces. And from the day that I found out I was pregnant and pregnant with twins, I had 2 baby mamas. Like my sister and my cousin, both whom are my boo things, they were my baby moms. They supported me in ways you just would not believe. So I had an abundance amount of support from my family, but I do realize that I am very, very, very privileged in that way, because not everybody has that. I had so much support that my sister gave me, and I don't know that she would mind me saying this, but it's my story to tell. She'd be all right. My sister gave me $25,000 to travel, to come to Mexico and say, here, I know this is what you want. I know this is what you desire and what you need. I'm going to give you this nest egg just in case you need it. And so that's exactly what I did. Now, that took, what people don't realize is that I'm very grateful of my sister helping me out in that way, but just me accepting help took years. Like, that was the healing Tony. I would not accept help. I would not ask for help. Black women are allergic to asking for help. They're allergic to support systems. It seems to be that way. We have a very difficult time asking, receiving help. When my sister offered that to me, I was flabbergasted. I was like, ew. But I really had to put ego aside, put pride aside. It's okay to need help. Do y'all realize that? Because I'm just realizing it. Like, it's okay to need help. It's okay to ask for help. And it's okay to receive and take help without anything in return. Without anything in return. So I was really reluctant to do so. I was, because a lot of the relationships that I have in my life, especially with my family, is very transactional. So if you're giving me something, that means you need something or you want something. And that's not just me feeling that way. That is just fact. That's what happens. That's what happens in a lot of Black families. So I was very, very reluctant to do so. But if my mindset was not correct, it was not right, I would have been like, no, thank you. What you gonna struggle for, boo? What you struggling for? Your sister is offering you $25,000 to put away as a nest egg just in case anything happened. That money is yours. And so I took it. I took it. And I was so grateful because I actually needed it. Things happened very early on with my rental where I needed to tap into that money. So I have an amazing, amazing, amazing village. Speaking of village, my cousin Tia, she's helped me in immense ways. She owns a daycare, and for the last, I don't know, I want to say 6 to 8 months, maybe it wasn't that long, but I'm sure collectively, honey, because it wasn't the first time she allowed me to do that. But she allowed me to, I don't think it was quite that long, but it don't matter. It don't matter. I don't care if it was a day or a week, whatever. She allowed me to enroll both of my girls and not pay anything. Not pay anything. So it was, I want to say it was like the two or 3 months leading up to me leaving, I was trying to stack as much cash as I possibly can. And I don't know if y'all know the cost for daycare for 2 toddlers, honey, okay? I can just tell you this, last year I paid about $28,000 to $30,000 in daycare alone. So daycare is very expensive. She didn't have to do that. But she was very supportive. And not only was she supportive, she also knew that it needed to happen. It needed to happen. But you have to be in the correct mind frame, in the correct mindset to be able to receive those type of things and not feel like you're less than, and not feel like you are broke or poor or whatever the feeling is. Allow people to help you. Allow people who say that they love you and care about you to help you. I'm not saying take advantage. I'm saying allow them to help you. So for me, I did not have the negative family reaction like I thought I was going to have. I did have it from my children's father. So I have 4 children. I have a 14-year-old son and a 17-year-old son, okay, from a previous marriage. They decided that they wanted to stay with their dad, and I was completely okay with that. They are teenagers, they are in high school, they have friends, and I did not want to jeopardize what they felt like was stability just because I wanted them to go. No, I wanted to give them a decision, but I'll double back around my boys. So of course their father, he don't care, child. He didn't care. He like, oh, you leaving? Good. But my daughter's father, he was not happy. He was not happy, honey. He was very irate. He was very, very upset. And I understand why. I mean, understandably so. I think for him, he felt like he was losing his children, losing control, losing whatever he felt like he was using. But here is the fact of the matter. When I lived in the same state, I received little to no support. I had a conversation with him, and I'm not trying to bash black men. I have black sons that I love dearly. I am not trying to bash black men. I am simply saying what happens a lot. And I'm not about to change the narrative. I'm not about to sugarcoat it. I'm not about to do none of that to make you feel like whatever, or make your ego lesser. I'm not doing that. Child, please. No. So he was very irate. He did not like it. He pretty much cussed me out. He cussed me out. Ain't no other way to say it. But here's the thing. I had a conversation with him. We met up and I had a heart-to-heart conversation, or what I thought was going to be a heart-to-heart conversation. And pretty much I pleaded to him. I said, I'm drowning. Mind you, my twin girls were 3 months premature. 3 months. And I think I told you that. And then Mila, yeah, I think I told you, Mila weighed 2 pounds and Malaya weighed 1 pound and 14 ounces. So they spent 2.5 months of their first 2.5 months of life in a neonatal intensive care unit, where I during COVID, where I had to quit my job because not only did I just give birth to twins, but I gave birth to twins who were premature and who lived in a hospital. And so I have premature twins who are in the hospital, and I have teenage sons who are living with me at home, and I'm trying to divide my time between my girls who physically need me and my boys who physically need, like, it was a lot. So that's how it started. Long story short, you know, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I did not get the support. And I had a conversation with him, and I asked him, fast forward, they about to be 5 in August. I had a conversation with him prior to me leaving. This was around July 2023, August 2023. I said, I'm drowning. I said, I need your help. I said, I cannot do this alone. I spent $30,000 in daycare. He was not contributing. At one point, he gave $500 a month for the girls collectively, so $250 a piece in child support, or whatever you want to call it, which I was grateful for, but it only lasted 4 months. And after that 4 months, he pretty much picked up the phone and was like, I can't afford it. You're gonna have to do it. I don't want this to turn into like a video about that, but I'm going to have to speak my piece on this. What frustrates me to my core is that not only do some men have the privilege of choosing whether they want to be present or not, whether they want to pay or not, whether they want to be inconvenienced or not. Not only do they have that privilege, they walk around ignorant as hell as if they don't even know that they have that privilege. And if you bring it up to their attention that in fact you have that privilege, their ego is hurt. So you want me to do all the work, pay all the bills, and coddle you? You're not my man. Why am I doing that? Even if you were my man, why am I doing that? Absolutely not. So I had a conversation with him, and I asked him, I said, I'm drowning. I am stressed out. I am overwhelmed. I am sad. I am disappointed. I am in survival mode, and I cannot be the mother to my children that they deserve because I am drowning. I work all day. I come home. I try to cook, clean, do everything I'm supposed to do. I have very little or no time to myself. And you expect me to do all of this, and you're not giving me any physical, financial, no support whatsoever. Now, he did see his children. Like, we used to have a schedule where I would have the kids 2 weeks and he'll have them a week. And I would have them 2 weeks and then he'll have them a week. And then I was like, can we get a little bit more, like, you know? So 2 weeks started to be a little bit much for the girls to go to be without their dad. So then we changed it to 1 week on, 1 week off. Well, when I told him that I was leaving, that I had made this decision, that it wasn't an easy decision to make, but I ultimately made the decision to pack up and leave. He went from seeing them every other week to 1 to 2 Saturdays. Hi, Pumpkin.
Hi. He says you're doing a better by yourself because He didn't love her.
Now, you know that's not true. So, yeah, so he would pick him up on Saturday at like noon and then drop him off on Sunday at like 9 a.m. And so the physical time diminished almost completely. The financial stopped, and I guess I don't understand why certain men feel like they should have a choice in the matter when they're not helping at all. It's like you're okay with seeing me drown alive. It's like, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you expect me to do? And then the irony in that is that my children are also supposed to be loving and kind and wonderful, and which they are, and smart and intelligent, which they are all of that. Like, I'm supposed to feed into them all of this. Can you not? Come on now. You got slime on your dress.
I can't get out for later.
I know, it dried. Mommy was gonna have to wash it.
Yeah, but it's okay. I can watch it later.
Okay, you can wash it later. Hi, Pumpkin. That's what I don't get. Like, you okay?
I like.
All right. That's what I don't get. I don't get, like, how do you expect all of this and to have wonderful, beautiful children? Did you ever stop to think, like, how are they becoming beautiful butterflies? Like, how? So he had many nasty things to say, but he also didn't have a solution, and he also didn't offer to give me any more money or any more support. So to the women who are bound by their children's father, whether you're married or not, because there are married women out here who are single parents, listen, you ain't got the lot of me, Craig, because let me tell you, I was married before, okay? And I was single the entire time. So I know how it feels to, actually, I was single with an extra child. He was an extra child. He was just an extra child. It was just more responsibility for me. Like, I would have rather just been completely single. So for the women who are bound by their children's father, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm gonna get up close. I know y'all don't like to see me close, but I need to get up close because I want you to hear me when I say this. Don't be. Make the decision not to be. Make the decision not to be. Because if they're not helping you, then what are they doing? If they are not helping you, then what are they doing? Do not sit in discomfort and sit drowning alone in silence, wishing that you, because for me, oh my God, depression. Oh my goodness, so depressed. Hating life, having thoughts of taking my own life, lost all pleasure in what I used to love to do. Like, had no, I can't think of the word. Y'all know what I'm saying. But I had no, it's just, I didn't want to do anything. I used to run. I try to be athletic. I am athletic. I like to get out. I like to move. I like to do athletic things. I hadn't done none of that. Like my whole, me as a person just completely was gone. And it was because I was drowning right in front of everybody. Right in front of everybody. Drowning completely. So my advice for you is figure a way that you can do it. And it can be done.
You said you had to say bye to the friends, and I'm never going to my baby wear merch.
What merch do you have? I'm just curious.
A dinosaur one.
Where's your dinosaur merch? Because I didn't even know you had a channel.
Our merch from the picture, but we need to go to the dinosaur tomorrow.
Okay, baby. Can I finish?
Mama, where's the dinosaur?
I don't know, baby. I don't know. I have no idea.
Me too.
You too. Can you not show your booty butt though on camera? They're gonna shut me down, honey. So I just really wanted to put that out there and be completely transparent about the things that I went through, because I know I'm not alone. And I want to say that if your child's father is stopping you from moving abroad or stopping you from making a radical change that is going to benefit you and your children, and that same person is not actively involved in that child's life, is not financially helping you with his own child, then why are you catering to his ego? Because that's really all it is. You're sitting in a place, Lord Jesus, you're sitting in a place of discomfort just so he can say, I take care of my kids live right down the street. But you ain't seen them in a month. And I know that's not the case for a lot of black women, but it is the case for a lot of black women. And it was the case for me. It was the case for me. So I say to you, take the leap, do what you gotta do. Because if they are not helping you, then especially if they are not helping you. Now, if your child's father says, oh, absolutely not, I would love to see my child, I want to contribute, okay, great, allow them. Just ask them, okay, so how many months during the summer do you want them? And see how quickly that language changed. Let me tell you something. I have never, ever, and will never, ever be the type of woman, the type of person, it's not in my character, that I would ever try to deter, stop, block my children from having the most amazing relationship with their dad. I will never be that person. I am the type of girl that says, you want them 4 to 6 months out of the year? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Sure, because I need a break. I need a break. I don't want to be with my kids every single day, 24/7, 365. And any woman that tells you that they do, I ain't gonna say she lying. I'm just gonna say I don't care. Judge me if you want to. I don't. And I love my children, but I don't want to be with them all the time. Heck no. So that's that. Make a way, make a plan. See if you can sit down and have a conversation, like a for real, for real conversation, and say, how are we going to do this? And if this is not going to happen, then what are you planning to do to make this easier on me? Because right now I'm drowning. If they don't have no solution or even no type of forward progression or how they're going to help you, then why do they get to say whether or not you stay or go? Why? Absolutely not. So I said I was going to circle back around to my teenage sons. Now, I hear a lot of moms say, I want to wait until they graduate high school. I want to wait until they do this. I want to wait. And that's fine. That's fine. That's your decision. This was a hard one for me. This was really a hard one for me. So my sons throughout their life primarily lived with me. Their dad and I.
Can I have blueberries?
Blueberries? Baby, it's late. You can get an orange and I'll peel it for you.
Yay.
Okay, go ahead.
Sonic speed.
Yeah. So their dad and I divorced years ago, like 2012. And that marriage was so bad that I never wanted to date men again. As a matter of fact, I don't date men. But that's a whole nother story. So yeah, we got a divorce, and my sons primarily lived with me. Now, I will be honest and say that I am a recovering people pleaser, and I did it with my children. I did it with my sons, and I witnessed how they changed over time as they got older. They were out of control, and not like in a bad way. Like, my children were never like, I don't like to call children bad because I think children are not bad. They're just, misunderstood. And if you see a child having, displaying behaviors that are not necessarily the best, it's always a story behind it. So I just think that my children were acting out. And even though they were acting out, I didn't have the tools to deal with it. So my dad is 6'3", was 6'3", he's deceased now. And their dad is 6'4". I'm 5'3", so my children have been taller than me for a very long time. I mean, a very long time, okay? The 14-year-old will probably be 6'5" by the time he's 18, and my 17-year-old will probably be 6'3". He's getting up there to 6'3". But they've been taller than me for a very long time, and they have always tried it with me to push the boundaries. And one of the things that people who suffer with people pleasing is that they don't have boundaries. So I did not have boundaries for my sons at all. So I made the hard decision, even though that their father is very much narcissistic. I don't say that as like a negative thing. I just say that as a true thing. He's a narcissist, the best of the kind. Even though he is a narcissist, my children were running over top of me. I'll be very, very honest and say that. And I just could not control it anymore. And it was leaving me feeling guilty and shameful. And it did not help that their dad was a narcissist, because he would say things like, "You're a horrible mother. You're the reason why this happened, and you're the reason why that happened." And he would instill a lot of like negativity and like shame and guilt into me as a mom. And so I always felt torn about disciplining my children. On one hand, I felt like they needed discipline. On the other hand, it was hard to discipline them because I always felt guilty as a mom. And so I made a decision some time ago to let them move in with their dad. Now, let me tell you something. That has had a lot of challenges. But here's the thing that I had to come to grips with. Here's where I had to change my mindset. Until I can set boundaries and until I can get myself together and recover as a people pleaser, my sons are not going to learn what they need to learn from me. And I had to put my feelings aside. I had to put my ego aside and realize that in order for me to be a good mother, I have to be a better person. Oh, what? I'm doing a video. Oh my Lord Jesus, honey.
Be loud. You can't use phone and speed.
I had to put my emotions, my feelings, and I had to put them aside. And for lack of a better word, I literally, like, my children would treat me like I was the worst mother. They fed off of what their father said, and they would literally treat me like I was the worst mother. They would manipulate me something terrible because I was easily manipulated, easily, and they would do it every chance that they can get with everything. And I just felt so gaslit and so depressed and so ashamed that I was just losing control of my household. So I allowed them to move in with their dad. And so how is that going? I think they understand that I was an amazing mom. Am an amazing mom. And that there is more to being a parent than discipline. And so that was hard for me. I had to change my mindset. I had to keep focused on what the actual goal is, because if I had allowed my children to continue to manipulate me, I would have stayed there. I would have stayed there because I would have felt so guilty. Like, you a horrible mother. What type of mother leaves their children? I've heard people say that too. Like, what type of mother leaves their children? A mother who wants to get healthier for the sake of her children. Oh my God. Mila, now you done knocked over my wine. Now I'm upset. Go get me a paper towel. Go in that bathroom and get me a paper towel, please.
We don't have a paper towel.
Yes, we do. It's in the bathroom. Can you go get it? It's right there. Thank you.
Close the door, Mom. So any monsters won't get in our house.
Child, nobody gonna watch this video.
Hey.
Nobody.
Mom.
I'm being honest. Because y'all are being very, very disruptive right now.
Mom, look. We just made swim. We just made,
Can I finish the video, baby?
like this.
Okay, Mimi. Okay.
Give me an orange.
No, I said you go get the orange and I'll peel it.
Shoot you.
Well, take your sister with you. Turn the light on. Okay, thank you. So yeah, so if I didn't change the mindset around my children, I would have never made it here. But I really, really feel like I cannot be the best mom that I can be if I don't work on me as a person. As a person. And this whole idea that my mothering stops right at 14 or 18 is a misconception.
Help me do an orange, and so I'll do it, and he keep playing with the ball. She keep playing with the ball.
Malaya.
Yes.
Why do I get that? Yes, like why do I get all that attitude? Can you please go with your sister?
Fine.
Can you go with your sisters to get the orange? Because I'm sure you want one too. Thank you, I appreciate it. So yeah, all right, let's move on, child, because my kids is doing what they do, honey. Another thing that I had to kind of like let go and release in order to truly have the mindset to make the move is my job. My job. I had to change my mindset around my job. So I am a nurse. I have been a nurse for, 15, 16 years, right? Hold on.
Mom,
Yes.
my hand was stuck in the fridge and I can't get out.
Your what?
I can't get out when my hands got stuck.
Okay, can you make sure you pull.
What?
Y'all, listen. Make sure you pull out the drawer. Wait, are you listening?
Yeah.
Pull out the drawer and get the orange. Go help your sister.
All right.
Thank you. Because I hear the refrigerator is still open. Pull out the drawer, get the orange, and then push the drawer back in. They do this every single day. They steal oranges without even asking. Now they don't know how to get the orange. They don't know how to get the orange. Of course they know how to get the orange. So let me wrap this up, child. My job, I had to change the mindset around my job. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for like 16 years. And before I left, I was making $125,000 a year. I quit my job to make significantly less. I now make $50,000 a year. And I know that's probably like astounding to some people. And they're like, what? Why would you do that? What? Let me tell you something. What is the use of having $125,000? Okay. After this, we're going to get ready for bed because Mommy is almost done her video and we're going to get ready for bed.
How about 5 more minutes?
Don't how about me. You bargaining already. Here you go. What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Mom.
Okay.
Right here.
She's getting her orange peel. Just give her a second. Sorry, y'all. Here you go, Mom. What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, can I have some privacy?
I'm gonna go back over.
Mila, can Mommy have some privacy?
Sure.
Thank you. Can y'all shut my door?
Alright.
And y'all can play with y'all ball in y'all room. And I know that there is some people that's probably like, what? You quit your $125,000 job to make $50,000? I absolutely did, because what is the use of making $125,000 when you don't have 5 minutes to yourself? When you are waking up dreading going into work, when you are dealing with microaggression, when you are dealing with racism, when you are dealing with code switching, when you are dealing with the mediocre white man, when you are dealing with such a toxic field, industry, I don't think that people truly understand how toxic and how debilitating the nursing field is. So for me, it was less about the money. For me, it was not difficult for me to change my mindset regarding nursing because I was already burned out, like already burned out. So, honey, if I needed to get up on the pole, honey, no, I'm just doing it. No, but I would have done just about anything other than nursing. I'm still in nursing, but it's a much less stress job, and it's a remote job, and I don't have to worry about going into the office, traffic. Literally, it got to the point where I was just really paying to go to work. Like, they took out a grip for insurance. I had to pay to park. Like, it was so many things that I had to pay for. And it just wasn't adding up. $125,000 in the DMV area? You po. You po. Po. Okay? Po. Now, take that same $125,000 and go to, I don't know, Cincinnati, I don't know, Ohio, I don't know, Arkansas, I don't know. But go to another state and you be able to live. But in Baltimore, Maryland, making $125,000, no, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Plus, you have 2 kids in daycare and you're not getting any support from their dads. And I forgot to mention that my ex-husband, he had just stopped paying child support. He just was like, forget it. And he was such a narcissist. People used to ask me all the time, like all the time, why don't you take him to child support? Why don't you take him to child support? Because he's a lunatic. That's why. And I would rather maintain my peace of mind and my sanity than to fight him for money. But yeah, so these are some of the things that you kind of really have to change your mindset. And as you can see, I still got to change my mindset around certain things. And it really is a process. But do not allow your job to keep you. Because ain't that the same job that's killing you? Ain't that the same job that's killing you? Isn't it the same job that's stressing you out? Isn't it the same job that's harassing you and bullying you? I don't know about y'all, but the nursing profession is very much like a trap house. It is. It is. They trap you from the moment you get in there, okay? And it's very, 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 very difficult to get out. Very difficult to get out. And don't let nobody tell you, nursing is stressful no matter if you are a travel nurse, no matter if you work in remote, no matter if you in the office, out the office, in the field, in California, on a beach. Because you see a lot of these like YouTube videos about travel nurses and about this nurse and that nurse, and they show you the good side of nursing. But when you are responsible for everything that goes wrong, it takes a toll. I don't care if you're in California, DC, Honolulu, I don't care where you are. When you're responsible for everybody you touch, when you're responsible for their lives and they will hold you accountable. Mind you, a woman just was imprisoned. She was imprisoned. She was found guilty. And why? Was it because of her neglect or was it because of the system failure? I can bet my pinky toe. I know you're like, girl, stop saying it. But I can bet my pinky toe that it was a system failure. It don't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. You will get blamed and you will get fired. So stop being loyal to these jobs that have no loyalty to you. Let me tell y'all something. They treat nurses like trash. Debate with me, please. Please, because a nurse is going to come on here and like, my job is this and my job is that. And that's wonderful, but you're an outlier, honey. You're an outlier. Okay? You're an outlier because the majority of nursing jobs are toxic, and it doesn't matter if they're in the hospital, out the hospital, in the clinic, out the clinic. It don't matter where they are. We are still overworked and underpaid, severely underpaid. Severely. I think every nurse should be making at least $250 an hour, because who else can do the job? Who else? But nurses there's a culture where nurses eat their young, and that culture keeps us pecking at one another, and we're so focused on being in competition with one another that we never bind together to actually get what we need to better the field. But now these Gen Zers, honey, is coming in, and they ain't to be messed with. They ain't gonna put up with the stuff that we put up with. So do not allow your job to hold you back from doing what you want to do. There's no stability in nursing. There's no stability in nursing. They will drop you like a hot pocket. And why are you holding on to a high-paying job when it's literally killing you? You're literally back and forth to the hospital. You have fibroids, you have cancer, you have endometriosis, you have lupus, you have all these autoimmune disorders because you stay trying to climb to the top, stay trying to do more, work harder, work harder, work harder. It's killing us. Leave that job, child. Now. Leave that job. So when people ask me, would you do it again? Would you leave your $125,000 a year job for in a heartbeat, in a whole heartbeat? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. The last thing I think I'm going to touch on, hold on, is I'll touch on this really, really quickly. Relationships. Some of y'all are in relationships that y'all should have been out of 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Some of y'all are sitting in toxic relationships knowing you should not be there just for the sake of having a relationship. Now, I'll give just a little snippet of my experience. I was in a relationship with my ex-girlfriend for 2 years, and about 2 months from actually getting on the plane, maybe 3 months from actually getting on the plane, I broke up with her. I was with her longer than I should have been with her. I'll say it like this. We were together longer than what we should have been together because it was mutual. It wasn't like, oh girl, I don't like you no more, I shouldn't be with you. It was mutual. I think we kind of felt it, but we didn't really do anything about it. And for me, I knew that that was going to be a hindrance for me because I was going to care and worry. Although she supported my move, didn't even flinch, Like, she gave me all the support that a girlfriend would. But I know for me, it would have been a hindrance in me moving abroad. And sometimes we are in relationships with people because they're good people and not because they're good people for us. They're not good mates for us. We're just in a relationship because, oh, this is a good person, so I'm going to make it work with this good person. Why? Why are we doing that? Why are we in relationships with people who aren't for us just to say we're in a relationship? So I'm not here to like bad talk or say anything mean or nasty. I don't even actually have anything to say mean or nasty. I would just say that we weren't each other's person. And for me, not staying in that relationship would have made me try to cater more to the relationship than do what it is that I needed to do for me. But some of y'all are in toxic relationships. Some of y'all are taking care of these men or these women, and they are not bringing anything to the table, and you're there holding this person down just so you can say you're in a relationship. For what? For what? I ain't judging you, boo. And even if somebody is judging you, who cares? Y'all better stop looking at these YouTube and these Instagram 10-second flicks of relationship goals, and that man then went upside her head as soon as the cameras was off, or that woman and cussed that man out as soon as the cameras was off. You don't know these people. You don't know their relationship. You don't know the ins and outs. You don't know the struggle. You don't know what they had to do to get where they are. You have no idea. All you see is that 5 to 10-second snippet that they have curated for you, especially for you, to get those warm and fuzzy feelings for you to want somebody. Some of y'all are not moving abroad and are not following your dreams because of a man. And I did it before. I've done it before. So I know. This is your life. This is it. This is it. Imagine you holding a man down for 10, 15 years. And then when he get ready to say, I want to live my life, he up and gone and don't think 2 seconds. Imagine that. You know, like I know. Please do not stay in a relationship, or do not stay complacent or stuck or whatever you want to call it for a relationship, because a person who truly loves you, they will let you go. They will let you go because they want you to be the best version of yourself. No person who truly loves you is going to try to keep you in one place. No person who truly loves you is going to try to keep you in one place, try to keep you from rising, try to keep you from exploring new things, from a radical year, for the year of you. Nobody who loves you is going to do that. If that person is speaking negativity on your plans in your life, do yourself a favor. When are we going to shed this dead weight? We don't need it. We do not need it. The very last thing that I will talk about is this. I'm just going to touch on it real quick. I'm just going to touch real quick. some of you guys cannot move abroad because of poor financial decisions. Now, let me tell you something. I am not in no way have any type of certifications or whatever you want to call it. Honey, don't come to me for no damn financial advice, okay? Because I will mess your shit all the way up, right? Don't come to me for no financial advice, honey. I am learning. But what I will say is that I was smart enough not to buy a brand new vehicle with an $800, $900, $1,000, $1,100 car payment. Why are we doing that? Why are we getting car payments for $1,100 for 7 years? Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'd rather have horrible credit and give that car back, park it, and tell them, listen, do what you want to do. I don't want this car. You can come get it. You can do what you want to do with it. But I don't want it. You can charge me for it. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care. Okay? But I don't want it. Like, there are people who are literally bound and cannot go anywhere because they have a car payment. Because they have a car payment. Not just any car payment. Like, I bought my car that I still have, actually. It's in the States. I'm going to give it to my son. It's a 2010 Toyota Highlander. I bought it brand spanking new back in the day in 2010. I had like a 1.7% rate on it. I don't know. My car payment was still $463 back in the day at 2010. I can't imagine what car notes are now. I would never do it. I would never do it. But don't let that deter you, and don't let that stop you. If you truly, 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 truly want to move abroad and you are searching for what could be a better life for you and your children, girl, sell that car. Sell that car. Even if you don't get the full value of it, let's say you get half of it. Okay, let them charge you. Listen, that's why I said don't take no financial advice from me. Because see, I'm about to mess up your credit already. I don't know. But in my opinion, I'm not sitting in the United States for an additional 7 years to pay off nobody's vehicle. That's what I'm not going to do. That's what I'm not going to do. So I think that we are addicted to our possessions when do we even really need them? Like, is that something that you really need? Like, look around. Do you need that purse? That's $1,000. Do you need 40 pair of sneakers? Like, really do an inventory of where your money is going. And I can guarantee you have the money. You have the money to move abroad. You have the money to save up. You just are spending it on something else. And you have to do the inventory, and you have to sit down and really figure that out. Are things more important than your happiness? Because things don't bring you happiness. I mean, they may for like 5 minutes until the guilt of buying that and seeing your bank account just dwindle seeps in. Now, maybe that ain't for everybody, but I'm not packing like that. I'm not packing like that. So it's difficult to let go of some of these things. But is it worth your life? Is it worth your life? I did a video on decluttering, and I will, it'll come up after this video is over. it was a very, very, very emotional time for me. Very emotional time. I did not know how much of an emotional bond that I had to shit that I hadn't even seen in 5 years. We are literally standing still and being consumed by our own consumerism. And it is keeping us stuck, sitting in the same place year after year after year. What does all this stuff mean to you in this grand scheme of things? In the grand scheme of things. So, all right, y'all, I gotta wrap this up. The video, child, I'm really not like a 1, 2 in order type of person. So this video was kind of all over the place, but you get the gist of it. Go ahead and like and subscribe and share this content to, you know, share it with somebody who you think it'll be beneficial, who may be going through the same thing as I am going through, or going through the same journey, somebody who you think it may help. All right, y'all, I gotta go because my eyes is about to close and I don't hear my girls no more. And y'all know when y'all hear toddlers, there's something is going on. So, all right, y'all, until next time, I'm out. Bye.